Hello, beloved. Welcome to another, what are we going to call this? Like reset vlog or something? Anyway, I just got off a panel with Wives in Waiting, which is a ministry where I serve on the leadership, talking about stewarding, dating. And since I'm already camera ready, I figured I'd just come in and check on you. I also do realize the last few times I've been on camera, I've had almost the same exact hairstyle. Clearly, this is one of my defaults. But anyway, I just wanted to check in. It's just over a week. We are in the second week of our reset now. And let me just say, it's really just been phenomenal. It feels like I am just in alignment. And I was just ready for it. And even though it requires discipline and it requires a lot from me, there is something to be said about what you have the capacity to do when you're just ready. And I believe that. I believe that I'm just ready. And I have all of these revelations that have come because I've been dedicating time every day to meditating, to doing guided meditation. Sometimes I do a couple, and to really just sitting and hearing, listening to myself, listening to my body, listening to my heart. But also, the best thing about it is that it really clears you out so that you can listen to what the Spirit is saying. And that is what has been so phenomenal for me, because when you take away distraction, you can really just hear clearly. You can hear yourself more clearly. You can hear the Lord more clearly. You can hear where there are lies more clearly, and you can identify them. And so that's just been phenomenal for me. So I'm really grateful for that. There are quite a few revelations that I've had, and I think I'll make another video because I don't have my journaling app with me where I document my reflections and revelations each day. I don't have that with me, but I'll make another video just going over kind of some of my biggest reflections and revelations. One of them was about discipline, and it was about how identifying I am not an undisciplined person, and I release the version of myself, the former version of myself that lived as though that were true, that believed that. And the other part of that revelation / affirmation is that as I align myself with discipline, discipline aligns itself with me. Which is similar to the one that talks about as I honor my body will honor me. There are so many things that have just been phenomenal. That's just a little taste of what's been happening. So just a refresh for those of you who maybe didn't see the first video, I'm doing a complete reset in the month of June. So that is mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. So that includes a few things. One, I deleted all of my social media apps from my phone. I didn't delete my accounts because I plan to still have them, but I deleted them. I don't know how long it's going to be. Obviously, it's been over a week at this point. It's been about a week and a half now almost. So it's obviously going to be for more than a week, but I don't know if it's going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Is it going to be the whole month? I'm just going to let the Spirit lead me, but I'm really enjoying that part of it. So I deleted my social media apps. Another thing that I did was I was really intentional about, like I said, doing guided meditation every day, in addition to my, reading of the scriptures and devotionals and stuff like that. I am taking time each morning to do guided meditation, which leads to part 3. Outside of today, which I woke up a little bit later, and yesterday I woke up a little bit later, but every other day since starting this reset, I've been waking up early in the morning, like between 6 and 6:30 every day, to give myself quiet time before I have to go into work mode, before I have to do all of these other things. And I make sure that I am waking up in the early morning hours to really set myself for the day, to spend time with myself, to spend time with God. Another thing that I am doing is that through research, I decided that I was going to go keto. And so and it's not because I'm trying to lose 100 pounds in 100 days or something crazy like that. It really took research and one of the leading specialists, who's who focuses on my condition, which is PCOS, or one of my conditions, which is PCOS. It really took her insight in addition to other research that I did to prepare me. And it was crazy because, as I said in the last video, as soon as I decided to reset, I knew that it was going to include like physical health as well as mental and spiritual health as well. The whole thing. I knew that that was something that I wanted to do. And that was the same day that I got all of this insight about my condition, and I got all of this insight about how keto works and makes sense for that. And I've been doing it. And let me tell you guys, because I'm not a person who does diets. I've always believed in eating healthy and not diets. Like I'm not here for it. And I have done the crash things where I've lost a lot of weight and then gained weight and then lost weight and then gained weight, right? Like I've done the green smoothie thing where you do that, and I've just been vegan, or done extended Daniels and stuff like that. So I had given up the diet life completely, but keto doesn't feel like diet. It feels like a solution for my condition. It feels like realizing, oh, my body's allergic to something, and here's a tool that I can use. So it's been really empowering, and I felt satisfied in eating. I'm doing keto and intermittent fasting paired together, and I'm also taking a supplement called SMOO, which we will talk about after I've taken it a little bit longer. But it has been miraculous for people with hormonal imbalances and reproductive issues and PCOS. Like, the reviews have been phenomenal. It tastes amazing. The ingredients are amazing. It's keto friendly. And so I will give you an update later. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about Smooth a little bit later, but that's another thing that I'm doing. And then I'm also going back to doing 100 squats a day and trying to do some arm workouts as well. And I also, another thing that I'm doing, so I guess we'll just like group, am I on 5 or 6? Maybe I'm on 5. So all of the physical health stuff is together. So I'm doing squats. Trying to do 100 squats every day. If I miss a day, I don't beat myself up, but I try to make it a consistent routine. And then I also got a wellness coach who happens to be one of my best friends, but she's also a certified trainer and health and nutrition coach. And so she is very informed about like keto and its benefits, but I'll also be able to like have access to a bunch of workouts. And if there are I do take a lot of pills. And so one of our goals was, I take a lot of pills and that I take a lot of vitamins. And so we are trying to get rid of taking a bunch of vitamins and trying to consume something like in the form of a shake or what have you, so that I just have to take that, and that's my supplement for the whole day. And that is going to start soon. The squats have started. The training and the coaching is going to be starting really soon. And so I made all of those changes. And for me, it really feels like it's real. It feels like a lifestyle change, not like a challenge. The reset is for this month, but the change in habits and behavior is, for me, my intention is for it to be a lifestyle change. I feel great. I feel like my body is functioning differently already. I'm not a person who weighs myself really. Like I might weigh myself like once or twice a year. Like I don't weigh myself. I'm focused on being healthy instead of the number on the scale. But I will say I do feel like I'm losing weight already. Even though that is not necessarily the primary goal. The goal is to be healthy on the inside and balance my hormones. My appetite is improving. Like, I feel better already. I feel like I'm in control of things. The meditation has been incredible. I feel clear-headed and balanced. My mindset and mentality about things is improved. I have less of these bouts of like frustration and pessimism, and I've been more intentional about being speaking and living positively and like being in a space of gratitude. I'm intentionally confronting issues that I have and not meeting those issues with self-condemnation or guilt, but I'm meeting those issues with compassion and strategy, which has been, it's just so different. And I know, coming from somebody who comes across as so positive and does affirmations and empowers people, that you would think that's how I already function, but it wasn't, not at this level. And that quiet time is really changing everything, and it helps me to feel empowered. I feel like everything is working together. It's given me a sense of routine, which is something that I really wanted. And we've talked about that like in the last video, that I really just felt like I was lacking routine, and I feel like I have routine now. I feel like my time is just more effective, and I'm missing certain things from social media, but I really like don't miss it right now. I just am very happy, and I'm living with a lot of joy. Oh, I forgot. The other thing I'm doing is I'm taking a break from dating apps, which is funny that I'm doing a dating panel. Like, I just finished a dating panel when I feel like I've just recently gotten out of like dating fatigue. And that's a question that somebody brought up on the panel. God is hilarious like that. He will bring you through things in order, before you can minister a thing, he'll like make you deal with a thing. And so that's hilarious to me. So yeah, I truly feel like that's been great. I just, and again, I'm not removing those accounts, but I've just deleted those apps, and it has been great. I just am living a life that I love, and I'm super proud of myself, and I'm really happy. And I'm hoping that this month is a reset, and between like this month and next month, which is my birth month, yeah, I'm turning 31, and I'm so excited about it. And so next month is my birth month, and I really want to dive in creatively. Like, I'm going to be doing a lot of writing soon, because I have a contract for the city of Providence I'm really excited about. So I'll be flying back home for that. But I really, as I reset myself first, I want to do a reset too, which kind of happens around my birthday. It's usually time to reset things, and it's about to be the 1 year anniversary of my brand relaunch, where we went from Queen G Poetry to Queen G Creative. And so it's a perfect time to start like reimagining things. And also, I think June is a great time too, being that it is like our halfway point throughout the year, to really revisit what my dreams, goals, plans are, and to improve systems. I would say one thing that I haven't done yet that I really need to do, I have a general routine, but I'm really, really interested in like a daily routine. So before all of this stuff, and before I got sick, and before I moved, I kind of had this thing where I had a schedule of each day was assigned a certain thing. You know, Mondays were whatever, Fridays were like media, podcasts, Wednesdays were ministry-based things, right? Like each day, I think Monday was like store, because I have merch, so anything that had to do with marketing, branding, and product design for my store, etc. And so now I want to revisit that. So I'm hoping for the rest of June, now that we've kind of gotten the swing, I mean, not completely, but I'm in the swing of like keto, meditation, waking up early. I really want to add in that component, because I think it'll be super beneficial. And one of the most amazing things for me has been realizing like God really does work it all for the good. Like, my life was crazy. Even earlier this year, like, I was just in such a different space with facing my own mortality, with dealing with this pandemic, with like all of this stuff that like dealing with my conditions, and like running a business by myself, like that, it just was very, very overwhelming. And I really had to just live on faith and lean in. And I also think about what my 20s were, and the highs and the lows, and just the sacrifices I made as a creative, the sacrifices I made in faith, the changes, the radical steps of faith, all of those moments where I felt like I was stepping out of the boat. And I really finally feel like those things are paying off. I am. I love the woman that I am. I'm proud of the woman I'm becoming. I love the life that I'm living. I enjoy every day. I'm hopeful for the future. I'm content with where I am. I'm striving for better simultaneously. I've been doing work with one of my major clients as an insurance company, and I've even just been even more positive about approaching that, and I feel like I'm doing good work. Um, I get to do good work creatively for New York is really my where I was born, but I always say I'm New York born and I'm Rhode Island made. And now I get to do some really great cool projects like with my home, with my I do consider like proud like hometown. You know what I'm saying? I feel like um I can't rep proud without honoring the fact that I'm from New York, and I really can't rep New York without honoring, yeah, but I Rhode Island's a big part of my life and development. And so I'm excited that I kind of get the honor of that creatively. I'm proud of Queen G Creative. Oh, that's another thing that we're working on too, is legitimizing, crossing every T, dotting every I. I have a consultation in the morning actually about doing kind of an audit or an analysis of my business to see, are there papers I need to file? Are there things I need to know tax wise? Like what, just doing a complete overhaul and update and really treating it like it is, um, it is not just legitimate, but that I guess legitimate in a way that is more than just paperwork and administration. Like legitimate in a way that aligns with the vision that God gave me when He birthed this thing into me, and it was a lot of believing in something. And choosing me over and over and over again, and choosing faith over and over and over again when people thought it was ridiculous, and when crazy things happened, and it really did look ridiculous. And I'm just so glad that God gave me the wherewithal to choose myself and to choose this business. I'm so glad He gave me midwives and continues to give me midwives along the way who breathe into my vision and who help to birth it and who remind me of who I am. I'm really grateful. I'm just really grateful for that. And I don't know, I'm looking forward to creative projects, doing more creative directing, doing more consulting with creative consulting with clients. I'm just excited, and I feel like this is a great season. And I know that things are cyclical, but just like I had to endure the harsher and harder and more difficult times, and I had to dive deep into grace and to hold on to faith and to endure those things. I I feel like I need to enjoy and meet with gratitude and with faith the good things. I know this isn't gonna last forever, but the peace that's in me can be steady and the joy can be accessible, whatever season that I'm in. And so I realize it's not going to be perfect. And what I'm feeling now is not going to last, just like what I was feeling earlier this year didn't last. So I'm encouraged, and I hope that you're encouraged as you go on this journey with me. And I'm trying to be really intentional about deconstructing my ideas of self, like, and trying to make sure that I'm on a health journey that's health focused and not fat phobic is important to me. And I just wrote a poem about Ode to My Body that's on this channel. Make sure you go check it out, Ode to My Grown Woman Body. And I feel like this is one of the dopest grown woman things I could do. It's just like take my situation into my own hands. I realized I spent a lot of time so focused on what was happening to me. Oh, I have another diagnosis, and then another diagnosis, and then this other thing. And like, I eat healthy, I do certain things. Why is this happening? To, the frustration of what was outside of my control. But this has given me a sense of empowerment again, of like, we're just gonna focus on what is in our control. That's just what we're gonna do. And it's been fantastic. So that's my update, my like week and a half, maybe what is it, like 10 days or something like that. That's the update for now. I don't know, y'all. I'm doing well, still getting settled here. Hopefully, as I set up my schedule, like my weekly schedule, not just what is on my calendar, what me and my assistant, who's also one of my besties, Thrive virtual assistants, that not just what's on the calendar for that, but also what's on my calendar in the sense of like that day, that structure I was telling you about, like having a theme for each day and having that time blocked out. I really want to include like continuing to unpack our boxes, or like photo editing. There's a quite a few photo projects that it's just I've taken so many pictures and done so many shoots that like to edit it all is overwhelming, so it never gets done. So I really want to schedule that into time so that the people who were my models for my projects can see like the finished projects of our amazing work. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I feel good, I feel full, I feel seen, I feel loved, I feel grounded. And one of the things I was feeling was disconnected. And though I don't completely feel as connected as I desire to, like with friendships and all of that stuff, I feel connected to myself, and I feel connected to God. And that's the root of all other good connection. Amen. So, I mean, that's it on that. In terms of dating, I'm really glad I did this panel because I feel like it was a reminder of how dope I am or whatever. And I feel like it was a reminder of how dope my God is and of what my standards are, what I bring to the table, what I deserve, and what I'm hopeful for. And that's another thing that I'm doing during my meditation. Like, I literally am taking time to like visualize my spouse, to hear their voice. I know it may sound crazy, but I'm taking that time to believe that thing, to really sit and see what I'm asking for. I'm taking time when it regards to the kind of person that I want to be when I'm meditating, right? Holding myself accountable. I am taking that time to see the things that God has promised me, to visualize those things in the process. So it's been beautiful. You all are beautiful. You all are phenomenal. You are worthy. You are exciting. You are intriguing. You're beautiful. And I hope that this is a reminder. And thank you for going on this trip with me, going on this little journey. It's new, but it feels like I'm in divine alignment. It feels like I was always meant to enter into this moment. It does. It feels good. It feels like I'm on the path that I'm called to. Atlanta feels right. This health path feels right. It just all feels good. It feels right. And I could not be more grateful. I cannot believe that God is this good. I could not be more grateful after what I experienced and what I felt I was on the other side of, to end up in a space where I'm enjoying and grateful for life. And I'm also grateful for what I went through because it gives me a gratitude and appreciation. It gives me clear eyes to see all the many things that I have to be grateful for. Yeah, so I love you. We'll make another video. I miss you. Hopefully you miss me. But I'll make some more videos. I think the next one will be with me looking at some of my reflections and revelations and sharing some of those with you. Anyway, I love you. Remember that if you came across this video, it's not by accident. It means that purpose isn't finished with you, and neither am I. If you're alive, if you feel that heartbeat in your chest and you're alive, you have to what? Say it with me, keep living, beloved. And I'm not just saying that. I'm living proof that that is true. If you want to stay connected with me, if you want to see more of my creative stuff, this is more vlog style. But if you want to see my creative stuff and keep up with me there, you can go to queengcreative.com. You can also follow me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I am at Queen G Creative. That's also my Cash App and my Venmo, if you were wondering. But I'm at Queen G Creative on everything. I'm also at Queen G Creative on Patreon. If you want to join the squad and support financially, you can do that. Let me think. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe this video and share if you want to join me on this journey. Keep an eye out because a lot of previous content that was recorded live, I'm going to be posting on the channel, and I'm also going to be posting more poetry and things of that nature. So if you're new here, thanks for joining the ride. And if you've been waiting for me to do this kind of thing, I finally surrendered, you guys. And I'm here for it. I love you all, and I will see you here next time.